96.7 interrupts our regular programming to bring you this special high school sports presentation. This is Sports Radio 96.7, and this is high school sports at its very best. Today's game is brought to you by
the Reinhardt's Agency. It's not the insurance they sell, it's the service that makes them better. Cash Dollar and Associates, where they have the client and only the client in mind. Lock, stock, and barrel, serving giant subs since 1973. Shell Restoration, the area's #1 roofing, siding, windows, and gutter installer. Warner's Home Improvements, making dreams come true since 1958. Grove City Area Federal Credit Union, banking but better. Attorney Bill Motor, Herman's Water, when taste matters. Vay's Pub and Grill, make it special, make it Vay's. And Flynn's Tire and Auto Service. Flynn's will get you in right now. Please thank this great group of sponsors for supporting all our high school sports broadcasts.
Now, let's go live to the field for today's pregame show on Sports Radio 96.7.
And we are live today in Meadville at Allegheny College, Bob Garbark Field, the District 10 4A semifinals today in baseball as the #2 seed, the Sharon Tigers, take on the #3 seed, the Meadville Bulldogs. Hi, everybody. Ryan Briggs with you today here in Meadville. We have Aaron Biro back in the studio. Hello to everybody tuned in also on our Facebook page, Sports Radio 96.7 Facebook page. Or if maybe you're listening over the air in the car or perhaps on the iHeart app. What a beautiful day in Meadville today. Temperature in the low 80s, mostly sunny, a little bit of a breeze. Beautiful facility, beautiful day, and it should be a great baseball game between two very fine squads. Sharon coming in as the #2 seed, playing its first postseason action. Meadville had to rally to defeat Grove City in the quarterfinals 6-5. The Dogs were down 5-3 in the bottom of the 7th, but able to scratch out 3 runs in the home half of the 7th to knock out Grove City and thus advance to today's semifinal here at Allegheny College. Sharon, the designated home team. The Tigers are taking infield and outfield right now. Tigers will be on the first base side in the dugout, and the Meadville Bulldogs over on the third base side. We have a full pregame upcoming. We will have the Minuteman Press and One Stop Mail starting lineups. We will also have the starting pitching matchup, and we'll visit with Sharon head coach Chris Butchman. All that and much, much more as our pregame continues after this on Sports Radio 96.7.
We're all unique. No matter what, you should know that the Community Counseling Center of Mercer County is always here for you, offering care for adults, children, and families. For 67 years, the mission has been to help individuals and families live healthy and fulfilling lives. And the vision is to help people become contributors to the social, spiritual, and economic well-being of our community. Community Counseling Center of Mercer County, 724-981-7141 or cccmer.org.
Debt relief is within reach with help from your friends at Grove City Area Federal Credit Union. Grove City Area Federal Credit Union can help with affordable financial solutions and lower monthly payments. Check out the low rates on home equity loans with zero closing costs until June 30th. Apply online at gcafcu.org or call 724-458-7520 to schedule an appointment. Grove City Area Federal Credit Union, members of the NCUA and Equal Housing Lender.
Joe Flynn here with Flynn's Tire. Check out this great Memorial Day offer. For a limited time, get $60 instant savings when you purchase any set of 4 Summit tires. And remember, Flynn's entire price includes free mounting and balancing, free disposal of your old tires, free lifetime rotations, and much more. Stop by any Flynn's Tire location today or shop online at flynnstire.com.
And tell them Vinny sent you.
Debt relief is within reach with help from your friends at Grove City Area Federal Credit Union. Grove City Area Federal Credit Union can help with affordable financial solutions and lower monthly payments. Check out the low rates on home equity loans with zero closing costs until June 30th. Apply online at gcafcu.org or call 724-458-7520 to schedule an appointment. Grove City Area Federal Credit Union, members of the NCUA and Equal Housing Lender.
Stay refreshed and hydrated with Herman's Water, your go-to bottled water choice in the Valley since 1908. Herman's premium spring water is sourced from nature's purest springs, delivering a crisp taste that quenches your thirst. Say goodbye to dehydration and hello to hydration. Visit hermanswater.com to order your supply today that can deliver to your home or office for free. Ask about our new customer offer of 1 month free rental and 2 free bottles. Herman's Water, when taste matters.
Your home for the Pittsburgh Pirates and high school sports in Mercer County is Sports Radio 96.7.
We are back here at Allegheny College in Meadville. Ryan Briggs with you. We have Aaron Byro back in the studio producing our game. District 10 4A semifinals. The winner advances to Monday's championship game, and that game has been announced. It will be at UPMC Field up in Erie, home of the Erie Seawolves, and the winner of this game will take on Cathedral Prep. Cathedral Prep defeated General McLean in a 2 o'clock game. That was the other semifinal at Mercyhurst University. So Cathedral Prep awaits the winner of this one. And the first game today here at Allegheny, it was Mercyhurst Prep over Titusville in a 3A semifinal, 8-1, the final in that one. So it is Mercyhurst moving on in 3A, and in 4A, Cathedral Prep awaits the winner of this one. Now, what is different about 4A compared to some of the other classifications in District 10 baseball this year is that the winner of this game, whoever advances to the championship game, is guaranteed 2 more games. The District 10 champion automatically goes into the state tournament in the round of 16. The losing team, the District 10 runner-up, will play a pigtail game, if you will, against the District 2 runner-up, and that game will be next Thursday, or so 6 days from now, and that game will be at Mount Aloysius College, which is down in Crescent, west of Altoona, down on U.S. Route 22, down on the mountain. But anyway, the winner of this game is guaranteed at least 2 more, not only the championship game Monday, but then if things don't go well Monday, then still the chance to play the way into the state tournament on next Thursday. So a little bit of a different situation, but after today. But today, it's win or go home in this District 10 semifinal. And winning, well, it's something the Sharon Tigers have been pretty good at this year. 13-3 overall, 12-2 in league play, riding a 4-game win streak. And the last time out was 9 days ago against Grove City. The Tigers walked off the Eagles 8-6. Santino Picciarelli's 2-run homer to win it, an 8-6 victory. It's a Sharon team that has been pretty adept at winning close games. Of the 4-game win streak, 4-3 over Slippery Rock, 1-0 over Hickory 8-6. Last at-bat win over Grove City. And then even going back earlier in the season, the Tigers are losing a couple of close ones, 9-8 to Slippery Rock and 10-8 to Oil City. But the lessons learned in those losses certainly paying off for Sharon the second time around, and as the Tigers have come down the stretch here in the regular season and now into the postseason. Sharon, the number 2 seed in this 6-team tournament, and the Tigers earned a quarterfinal round bye, so thus they will have their ace, Mark Catron, on the mound ready to go to pitch in this one. We'll tell you more about Mark Catron as well as the Meadville pitcher, A.J. Filippa, in our next segment, but Sharon, as we said, 13-3 overall, 12-2 in the league. Meadville coming in 14-5 overall under head coach Tony Tartaglione. He is a Meadville guy, Meadville graduate, and he has another strong team coming in here today. And you look at this team, his son Rocco Tartaglione hitting .485 with 4 home runs. Brighton Anderson, 3 home runs this year. Jacoby Thompson hitting .368. A pretty balanced lineup. A team that can put up some runs, averaging close to 7 runs per game this year, and certainly will be a challenge for Sharon pitcher Mark Catron and anybody else who would happen to take the mound today for the Tigers. We'll take a break. We'll come back. We will preview that pitching matchup. Don't forget, we have the Minuteman Press and One Stop Mail starting lineups, along with a visit with Sharon head coach Chris Butchman. All that and more coming up on Sports Radio 96.7, your home for the District 10 playoffs, brought to you by Grove City Area Federal Credit Union.
Joe Flynn here with Flynn's Tire. Check out this great Memorial Day offer. For a limited time, get $60 instant savings when you purchase any set of 4 Summit tires. And remember, Flynn's entire price includes free mounting and balancing, free disposal of your old tires, free lifetime rotations, and much more. Stop by any Flynn's Tire location today or shop online at flynnstire.com.
And tell them Vinny sent you.
Simmers Crane is proud to support local companies that are keeping our valley strong. The demand for workers has never been higher. If you're looking for work, now is the time to rejoin our workforce. No matter what your skills or education, our valley needs you.
Simmers Crane is one of the last independently owned full-service companies in the region. They're looking for maintenance technicians for their service department, as well as industrial electricians with motor control experience, mechanics, millwrights, and certified welders. Simmers Crane services industrial overhead traveling cranes and material handling equipment, so you will be traveling to and working in their customer facilities. They also need mechanical, electrical, and civil engineers to design and manage projects. No matter what your skill level, Simmers Crane would like to talk to you. See the list of open positions at simmerscrane.com.
Keeping our valley strong, brought to you by Simmers Crane. Visit simmerscrane.com.
Many investors dream of buying into the market at a low point, but trying to predict market highs and lows is a feat no one has ever fully mastered. Dollar cost averaging involves investing a set amount of money in an investment vehicle at regular intervals for an extended period of time, regardless of price. To learn more about dollar cost averaging, please call David O. Cash Dollar CFP, Timothy D. Cash Dollar CRC, and Eric W. Montgomery CFP at 724-458-5233, or stop by 115 Erie Street, Grove City, Pennsylvania, 16127. Registered representatives offering securities through Cetera Advisor Networks LLC, member FINRA SIPC. Dave Cash Dollar and Eric Montgomery also offer advisory services through Cetera Advisor Networks LLC, a registered investment advisor. Cash Dollar and Associates LLC is not a subsidiary nor controlled by Cetera Advisor Networks. Dollar cost averaging will not guarantee a profit or protect you from loss, but may reduce your average cost per share in a fluctuating market.
We're all unique. No matter what, you should know that the Community Counseling Center of Mercer County is always here for you, offering care for adults, children, and families. For 67 years, the mission has been to help individuals and families live healthy and fulfilling lives. And the vision is to help people become contributors to the social, spiritual, and economic well-being of our community. Community Counseling Center of Mercer County, 724-981-7141 or cccmer.org.
Your home for the Pittsburgh Pirates and high school sports in Mercer County is Sports Radio 96.7.
And we're back here at Allegheny College in Meadville. Ryan Briggs with you on Sports Radio 96.7. Aaron Biro back in the studio. Special hello to everybody who's tuned in via Facebook here on Facebook Sports Radio 96.7. The starting pitching matchup in this one, Sharon will send senior Mark Catron to the mound. It'll be his 9th appearance. He is 2-0, ERA of 1.34 on the season, 36 2/3 innings. He has struck out 42, walking 19. He has allowed only 26 hits this year. Opponents are hitting 188 against him. Meanwhile, Meadville will go with A.J. Filippa, the sophomore. Filippa coming in this season, 6-2 record. It'll be his 16th overall appearance. Well, I think that's a typo on there. That would be a lot of appearances pitching in every game. But 62 2/3 innings, 51 hits allowed. He has struck out 74, walking only 13. Opponents hitting 204 against him. So it is Filippa, the sophomore, Catron, the senior, for the respective teams. Earlier, I had a chance to speak with Sharon head coach Chris Butchman, and let's hear what the Tiger skipper had to say as we get ready for today's game.
Brighton Anderson. Shortstop. Number 21, Ian Miller. And right field, number 5, Ryan Reichel. At third base, number 2, Adrian Leaf.
And obviously, for change of phones, on the same issue as yesterday with the interview not playing. In the meantime, we'll give you the Minuteman Press and One Stop Mail starting lineups. First for the visiting Meadville Bulldogs, And they will line them up this way. Leading off in center field is Brighton Anderson. Rocco Tartaglione will play shortstop and bat second. Braden Miller catches and bats third. Henry DeSantis Biggs, the cleanup hitter, is the DH. Cameron Arpin, the first baseman, bats fifth. Ian Miller at second base will bat sixth. Ryan Reichel in right field bats seventh. Aiden Cleese, the third baseman, bats eighth. Jacoby Thompson will play left field and bat ninth. AJ Filippa is the starting pitcher. Anderson, Tartaglione, Braden Miller, DeSantis Biggs, Arpin, Ian Miller, Reichel, Cleese, and Thompson. For Sharon, leading off Hayden Scarmack at shortstop. Will Beckert in right field bats second. Mark Catron, the pitcher, will hit third. Santino Piccirilli in center field bats cleanup. Chandler Maurice in left field bats fifth. Angelo Fromm, the first baseman, bats sixth. Tommy Gargaz, the DH, will bat seventh. Derek Douglas at second base hits eighth. Owen Schenker catches and bats ninth. Lex Dobosh, the third baseman, he is playing third but not batting. The umpires for this one, Bernie Mikowski behind the plate, Eric Schumacher at first, David Kleem at third. And those were the Minuteman Press and One Stop Mail starting lineups brought to you by Minuteman Press and One Stop Mail of Hermitage. Check them out on Facebook. We'll take a 30-second break and come back with the first pitch. It's Meadville and Sharon. The District 10 playoffs come up next on Sports Radio 96.7.
Been affected by damaging winds or hail, then it's time to call Shell Restoration at 800-663-8103. That's 800-663-8103. Shell Restoration, one of the few elite Owens Corning Platinum preferred roofing contractors in Western Pennsylvania.
In 1973, Lock, Stock, and Barrel opened their doors and served their first of over 3 million giant submarine sandwiches. And they still serve 42 whole subs on 15-inch buns. Lock, Stock, and Barrel also has burgers, specialty sandwiches, wraps, gyros, salads, wings, and even breakfast. Lock, Stock, and Barrel is also a full-service deli. Party rings, meat and cheese trays, and cold veggie trays are all available. Open Tuesday through Saturday, closed Sundays and Mondays.
Has your roof been affected by damaging winds or hail? Then it's time to call Shell Restoration at 800-663-8103. That's 800-663-8103. Shell Restoration, one of the few elite Owens Corning Platinum preferred roofing contractors in Western Pennsylvania.
I run a local business. With payroll, expenses, taxes, and equipment, taking care of business.
Your home for the Pittsburgh Pirates and high school sports in Mercer County is Sports Radio 96.7.
And we're back here at Allegheny College in Meadville. Ryan Briggs with you. We have Aaron Biro back in the studio. Hope you're having a great Friday afternoon wherever you're listening. Want to send out a happy anniversary to our boss at the station, Bob Greenberg. He and his lovely wife, Kristen, celebrating an anniversary. So Bob is on assignment today, as we say in the business. But congratulations to Bob and Kristen on their anniversary, and hope they have fun this evening on assignment. Sharon in the white jerseys, black numbers and letters outlined in orange, white pants, black caps. Meadville in the red jerseys, black numbers or black letters, silver numbers, reverse of the outline, white pants, and the dogs with white caps and black brims. Mark Catron's first pitch of the afternoon is a strike to Brighton Anderson, the Meadville center fielder. Comes in hitting .229, but 3 home runs for Anderson. Anderson, right-hand hitter. Catron out of the windup. The 0-1 is chopped on the third base side. Dobosh with it, throws over to first, and the throw gets passed from Anderson on his way to second, and he will pull up there. It'll be an infield hit and an error, just an error. We'll see how the officials score. And they're going to go infield hit and an error. So Anderson reaches on the infield hit, and then the throwing error allows him to go to second. So runner in scoring position for perhaps the most dangerous man in the Meadville lineup, Rocco Tartaglione. As we said, he's hitting close to 500 on the season, 484. 485 as we round up. 4 home runs this year. And Catron's first pitch, swing and a miss at a breaking ball. It is 0-1. Tartaglione is knocked in 22. Anderson runs very well out at second. Just underway. We started about 8 minutes past the scheduled time or so. First game didn't run long, but it wasn't a real quick game either. 0-1 on the outside corner. It's a strike, 0-2. Catron, of course, standout swimmer. Going to St. Bonaventure to continue his swimming career. He's used to the pressure of state championship meets. 0-2, line to right, and going over towards the line and making a waist-high catch is Will Beckert. Throwback to second. Will be a little bit late, but a nice job by Beckert. The ball just kept carrying.
Now batting the catcher,
Hit well, but
16,
Beckert
Brayden
makes
Miller.
the catch, and Anderson retreats back to first. Now one down for Brayden Miller, the Meadville catcher. Miller hitting .355 this year, 1 home run, 18 runs batted in, leads the team with 9 doubles. Miller, right-hand hitting catcher, facing the righty Catron out of the high set. And the first pitch is a strike on the outer third. It is 0-1 on the Bulldog backstop. Dobosh, the third baseman, about half a step behind the bag. Fromm, step behind the bag, off the line over at first. The 0-1 breaking ball, skied to left. Chandler Maurice says he has it. Makes the head-high catch for out number 2. Two down for Henry DeSantis Biggs. He is the DH. He is batting for the pitcher, which, of course, in college and professional ball, the DH is used for the pitcher only, but in high school, you can DH for whomever you'd like. DeSantis Biggs, he's put the hitter in, designated hitter, .319 this year. He's knocked in 16, 1 home run, and a couple of doubles this year for the stout right-hand batter. Slightly open stance towards the back of the box. Swing and a miss at an off-speed pitch. 0-1 on DeSantis Biggs. Catron, 8 pitches, 8 strikes. Of course, in the playoffs, the pitch limit, 105. You can go over that if you started at bat at, say, 102 or 103. 2 down, Anderson breaks for third, and he will steal third, swing and a miss. And the count is 0-2 on DeSantis Biggs. The catcher, Schenker, did not make a throw down. Count is 0-2. Anderson now over at third. DeSantis Biggs, righty batter. The pitch on the way from the righty Catron. Low and knocked down by Schenker. It'll be 1-2. Sharon in the home half of the first will have Hayden Scarmack, Will Beckert, and Mark Catron do. Catron working on the first base side of the rubber. Gives a glance to the runner at third. 1-2 on the way. It is outside, and the count now evened up at 2-2. Sharon defense, it's Schenker doing the catching. Fromm at first, Derek Douglas at second. Dobosh at third with Hayden Scarmack at short. Chandler Maurice, Santino Picciarelli, Will Beckert left to right in the outfield. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 away, top of the first. Just underway at Allegheny. Pitch, called strike 3. Catron put that one on the outside corner. He gets his first strikeout, and he works around the leadoff single from Anderson. For Meadville, no runs, 1 hit, 1 error, 1 left. After a half inning at Allegheny College, it's Meadville 0. Sharon coming to bat. You're listening to the District 10 playoffs on Sports Radio 96.7, brought to you by Grove City Area Federal Credit Union.
Hi, it's Nikki from Fred Martin Ford. Now is a great time to upgrade your ride, because chances are I can get you in a nicer vehicle while lowering your payment. Maybe you like throwing money away with high interest rates. Hey, you do you. But for those who like to save money and drive a safer vehicle, I'm here for you. Come see me, because getting you approved and saving you money is what I do best. They don't call me Super Finance Girl for nothing. At Fred Martin Ford, we sell for less, a lot less.
Agriculture is more than a business. It's a way of life. My bank understands agriculture. They're local. They're here for the long haul. Agriculture is a business that varies like the weather. That's why I need a financial partner I can grow with, in good times and bad, whether or not.
Mercer County State Bank. Member FDIC. Your community bank. Online at mcsbank.bank.
Your home for the Pittsburgh Pirates and high school sports in Mercer County is Sports Radio 96.7.
Don't forget, later tonight, we will have Pittsburgh Pirates baseball. Pirates beginning a 3-game set with the Atlanta Braves. When we sign off, we'll join the Pirates pregame. First pitch scheduled for 6:40. Ray Kerr on the mound for Atlanta. Bailey Falter for the Pirates, a couple of left-handers. Pirates looking to bounce back from a couple of disappointing losses to the San Francisco Giants as the homestand continues. A.J. Filippa concluding his warm-up tosses, and it will be Hayden Skarmak leading off for Sharon. Skarmak hitting .280 this year. 3 home runs, 13 runs batted in. Team leading 23 runs for the senior shortstop. Facing A.J. Filippa, 6-2 this year, ERA of 1.90. Left-hand hitting shortstop. And the first pitch from Filippa is a strike at the belt. Third baseman Kleist is in on the green turf, what would be grass on a grass field. 0-1 is punched out to right center, and this one will drop in for a base hit. Thompson grabs it, stumbles for a moment, keeps his balance, but it's a leadoff hit for Hayden Skarmak as he dumps one into right center. And Sharon gets the leadoff man on for Will Beckert. Beckert hitting .333, 2 home runs, 14 runs batted in. It is an all-turf infield here at Allegheny. Even the mound is turf, as well as the home plate area. The outfield is grass. Out of the high set, Beckert shows bunt, pulls back on the move, is Skarmak, and he slides in safely with a head first dive. So Skarmak now in scoring position. And the count 1-0 on Beckert. We'll see if he's still looking to move the runner over here. The first baseman, Arpin, creeping in. He's on the infield turf now. Filippa's breaking ball cut on and missed, and the count now 1-1. I know there's have been at least some talk of that eventually they will make the outfield turf here at Allegheny. At least that's at some point. They have the blueprints. This comes down, they have the blueprints. They need the green. 1-1 on the inside corner for strike 1 and 2, but great facility here. We had, of course, the beautiful softball facility, which is out beyond center field. We were there yesterday for the Hickory and Sharon softball wins. Count 1-2 on Beckert, slightly closed stance for the lefty batter. And the pitch, breaking ball, swing and a miss. Beckert goes down swinging. That is out number 1. First strikeout of the afternoon. Brings up Mark Catron, hitting .373 this year, 1 home run, and shares the team lead with 19 runs batted in. Also shares the team lead with a handful of guys with 5 doubles. The first righty batter in the order to face the right-hand sophomore, A.J. Filippa. Skarmak, decent lead at second. Filippa's first pitch, breaking ball outside. Backhand stop made by the catcher, Braden Miller. Braden Miller doing the catching. Arpin at first. Ian Miller at second. Aiden Kleist at third with Rocco Tartaglione at short. Jacoby Thompson in left. Brighton Anderson in center. Ryan Reichel in right for Meadville. The 1-0. Breaking ball. Just misses away. 2-0 now on Mark Catron. Starting pitcher for Sharon worked around a leadoff infield hit and error in the top of the first. Filippa out of the high set, 2-0. It's a breaking ball that locks up the batter Catron and strike 1. Santino Piccirilli waiting on deck over on the first base side. He's closer to the dugout than the fungo circle over there. He's trying to stay in the shade a little bit. That's off the edge of the first base dugout. Step off by Filippa, chasing the runner Skarmak back. And now the 2-1, swing and a miss. Pumped the fastball past him. 2-2 on Mark Catron. Outfield straight away and fairly deep. 320 down the lines here. 365 to the alleys. 390 to center. 2-2, swing and a miss, and a pitch low and away. Back-to-back strikeouts for Filippa. 2 down for Piccirilli. Tino Piccirilli, .354 average this year. 6 home runs, 19 runs batted in. He bats with Skarmak in scoring position, but now 2 away. Filippa set at the letter inside move. The second baseman Miller cut in behind Skarmak, but Skarmak back rather easily. Another left-hand batter, Chandler Maurice, on deck. He would be the third in the top 5 that's a lefty. The first pitch is square ball on the left side, grabbed by the shortstop Tartaglio, and throws over to first in time to end the inning. Like Meadville, Sharon gets a leadoff single. That runner left in scoring position. No runs, a hit. No errors, 1 left. Through 1, no score at Allegheny College. You're listening to the District 10 playoffs on Sports Radio 96.7.
Before considering investing in a variable annuity, you may want to make sure that you're exhausting the contribution limits of your 401k, IRA, or other qualified retirement plan. In the end, variable annuities are really a value judgment. Call David O. Cashdollar, CFP, Timothy D. Cashdollar, CRC, and Eric W. Montgomery, CFP, to evaluate whether a variable annuity suits your objective at 724-458-5233 or stop in at 115 Erie Street, Grove City, Pennsylvania 16127. Registered representatives offering securities through Cetera Advisor Networks, LLC. Member FINRA, SIPC. Dave Cashdollar and Eric Montgomery also offer advisory services through Cetera Advisor Networks, LLC. A registered investment advisor. Cashdollar and Associates, LLC is not a subsidiary nor controlled by Cetera Advisor Networks. There is a surrender charge imposed generally during the first 5 to 7 years that you own the contract. Withdrawals prior to age 59.5 may result in a 10% IRS tax penalty, in addition to any ordinary income tax. The guarantee of the annuity is backed by the financial strength of the underlying insurance company. Investment sub-account values will fluctuate with changes in market conditions.
Your home for the Pittsburgh Pirates and high school sports in Mercer County is Sports Radio 96.7.
On to the second inning. Meadville will have 5, 6, and 7 due. Cam Arpin, Ian Miller, and Ryan Reichel. No score. Each team had its leadoff man reach in the first inning. That leadoff man was stranded in scoring position by the respective teams. Cam Arpin, right-hand hitting first baseman, leads off for Meadville against Mark Catron. Catron out of the windup, and his first offering. Swing and a miss. Arpin, right-hand hitting first baseman, slightly open stance, swing and a miss late on that one. And quickly the count is 0-2. Third baseman Dobosh hugging the line, playing behind the bag. Catron winds and deals. That one's outside, 1-2 on Cam Arpin. Arpin to be followed by Ian Miller and Ryan Reichel in the second. Catron working on the first base side of the rubber. The 1-2. That one off the plate. Schenker tried to hold it there, but home plate umpire Bernie Makowski not buying it. It is 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes, and the 2-2's a little high. 3-2 now. Three and two on the leadoff man. In the second, Catron's pitch. Called strike 3. Put that one on the outside corner. He just missed earlier, but that time came back and put it on the outside corner, and Arpin is the second strikeout victim for Catron. 1 away for Ian Miller, the Meadville second baseman. Miller, right-hand hitter. Miller, freshman, hitting .260 on the season, 9 doubles, and he takes strike 1 from the senior Catron. Dobosh, the third baseman, in on the edge of the infield turf. The 0-1, line foul, out of play on the first base side. It is 0-2. Outfield playing fairly shallow, straight away. Catron gets the sign from his catcher, Owen Schenker. The 0-2 bounces in. It is now 1-2. So far, 15 strikes, 6 balls unofficially for the Sharon starter. Getting ready to make his 22nd pitch of the afternoon. The 1-2. Breaking ball fouled off. That got a piece of Schenker, then got a piece of Bernie Makowski, the home plate umpire, and it stays 1-2. Almost an emergency swing by Miller, that breaking ball, but able to fight it off and stays alive. Winner plays Cathedral Prep on Monday at UPMC Field in Erie. One-two on the way. Half swing, Miller goes down. 3 straight strikeouts for Mark Catron. First one swinging. 2 away for Ryan Reichel. Reichel hitting .212 this year. He's knocked in 2 as 1 extra base hit. That's a double this year. 2 away in the top of the second. First pitch is a breaking ball in the inside corner strike. So 0-1 on Reichel. Reichel's done a little pitching this year as well. 0-1 in for a strike. It is now 0-2. 1-0 in 8 appearances. Struck out 12 in 13 innings, but he's walked 27. Kind of an unsightly number. 0-2, swing and a miss. As a tag applied by Schenker. And Mark Catron strikes out the side. He has struck out 4 in a row. Zeros across for Meadville. We go to the bottom of the second. No score in this District 10 4A semifinal. You're listening to the District 10 playoffs on Sports Radio 96.7, brought to you by Grove City Area Federal Credit Union.
Are you experiencing anxiety, depression, or any other mental health concerns? Need help now? Get started right away with Open Access from the Community Counseling Center. Open Access allows you to come in without an appointment. You can walk into the Community Counseling Center in their Hermitage or Greenville office at any time during their open hours. Go to cccmer.org for more details or call 724-981-7141. Come see us at 2201 East State Street in Hermitage or 77 North Main Street, Greenville.
When you're a grower, you know what it takes to thrive in the field. My bank understands and respects that. When you've got a financial partner working alongside you, it makes the days a little easier and the numbers all add up. My bank has experience when it comes to agriculture. My family's been doing business with them for a long time. I'm independent, and so is my bank.
Mercer County State Bank. Member FDIC. Your community bank. Online at mcsbank.bank.
Your home for the Pittsburgh Pirates and high school sports in Mercer County is Sports Radio 96.7.
We go to the bottom of the second. Chandler Maurice, Angelo Fromm, Tommy Gargaz, 5, 6, and 7 in the Sharon order due. Maurice, the left-hand hitting left fielder, to lead off. He's hitting .256 this year, 1 home run and 7 runs batted in. Third baseman Cleast in on the infield turf, and the first pitch from Filippa is inside for a ball. A lot of room on the left side. Tartaglione is shaded a step or two towards the second base bag from the shortstop position. 1-0 high, 2-0 out in center field. Brighton Anderson is 5 or 6 steps towards the gap in right center. Reichel, the right fielder, shaded towards the line. 2-0, breaking ball in for a strike. Out in left field, Thompson is straight away, so a lot of room. Maurice takes one the other way. The 2-1 from Filippa. He winds and deals. That went inside 3-1, and of course, knowing the defensive positioning, not pitching anything away. 3-1 on Maurice. Filippa struck out 2 in the first. 3-1 is bounced up the middle. Diving stop made by Ian Miller at second. Throws over to first in time. Very nice play by Ian Miller. Diving to his right. Flags it down, gets to his feet, throws out Chandler Maurice
Angelo Fromm
for out number 1. 1 down for the first baseman, Angelo Fromm. Fromm hitting .380 this year, 2 home runs and 17 runs batted in. Filippa working first base side of the rubber, sends a breaking ball in, and it is high for a ball, 1-0. The 1-0. That one a little bit low. 2-0 now on Fromm. Fromm, a 3-sport guy at Sharon. We saw him at free safety for the football team in the fall. Also saw some time at wide receiver. 2-0 from Filippa on the outer third for a strike, 2-1. Then played a lot in the post for Lou Brown's team, a 20-win season this past basketball season. Now looking to get Sharon in the district title game in baseball. The 2-1 from Filippa. Poke down the right field line. It will slice foul. There's a lot of foul territory on either side until you get about halfway down towards the foul poles, and then the fences come away from the batting cages, and you don't have a whole lot of foul territory. 2-2 on the way. Breaking ball, swing and a miss. Fromm chased that one. Strikeout number 3 for A.J. Filippa. So both pitchers off to good starts today. 2 down for the DH, Tommy Gargas. Gargas hitting .250. No home runs, 9 runs batted in. He is batting for the third baseman, Lex Dobosh. Filippa gets the sign from Miller, and the first pitch is a little low for ball 1. Gargas, even stance, wide stance for the right-hand batter. The 1-0 is a breaking ball that drops in for a strike. 1-1 to the Sharon DH. Gargas has also pitched 10 1/3 innings this year. Does not have any decisions. 1-1 down the right field line. It will slice foul. Hits the fence where it juts out from foul territory back towards the foul line. 1-2 on Gargas. Filippa winds and deals. And the pitch, breaking ball. This one's driven out to left. Thompson on the run, dives, and did he come up with it? Yes. The third base umpire, David Kleem, out there had a good view and says he came up with it. So very nice play to end the inning by Jacoby Thompson. The Bulldogs flashing some leather in the second. Sharon set down in order. We go to inning number 3. No score between Meadville and Sharon. You're listening to the District 10 playoffs on Sports Radio 96.7.
The Joneses are at it again. That's the third party this week.
They can throw all those parties.
What's that supposed to mean?
They just got that new deck.
Oh, no. Here we go again.
Warner's Homes and Improvements bring a whole new meaning to backyard barbecues. Warner's Trex decking are engineered to resist fading, scratches, and stains, and eliminate time-consuming maintenance. For a custom-built Trex deck, make it Warner's Homes and Improvements at warnerconstruction.com.
Stay refreshed and hydrated with Herman's Water, your go-to bottled water choice in the Valley since 1908. Herman's premium spring water is sourced from nature's purest springs, delivering a crisp taste that quenches your thirst. Say goodbye to dehydration and hello to hydration. Visit hermanswater.com to order your supply today that can deliver to your home or office for free. Ask about our new customer offer of 1 month free rental and 2 free bottles. Herman's Water, when taste matters.
Your home for the Pittsburgh Pirates and high school sports in Mercer County is Sports Radio 96.7.
On to the top of the third. 8, 9, and 1 due for Meadville.
Leading off for Meadville, the third baseman, number 2, Aiden Cleast.
Aiden Cleast will lead off to be followed by Jacoby Thompson. And then back to the top of the order for the only Meadville man to reach. Brighton Anderson, he had a leadoff single to start the game. No score here at Allegheny College. Ryan Briggs with you today. Hope you're having a great Friday afternoon getting into this holiday weekend. Aaron Byro in the studio producing our game. Mark Catron, he has struck out 4 in a row. His first pitch to Cleast is cut on and missed. Cleast tardy on that one. It is 0-1. Cleast hitting .209 this year. He's knocked in 5. Catron winds and deals. Breaking ball chopped foul on the third base side and hops the rail and ends up in the dugout. 0-2. Temperature in the low 80s today. No clouds at all. Wind blowing out towards left center. Catron winds and deals the 0-2. Called strike 3. Put that one on the outside corner. Cleast goes down looking. Catron has struck out 5 men in a row. That'll bring up Jacoby Thompson, the number 9 batter in the Meadville order. Thompson hitting .368 with a couple of doubles. He's knocked in 9. Looking to try and get something going here for Meadville. Slightly open stance for the right-hand batter. He's hugging the inside chalk line. Catron's first pitch skips away. It is ball 1. Or where chalk would be, just the white turf sewn into the brown turf. Outfield straightaway and shallow for Thompson. Catron winds and deals the 1-0, swing and a miss at a letter-high fastball, 1-1. Now, Catron, 31 pitches unofficially, 24 strikes, only 7 balls, and of the 7, probably only 2 or 3 were really out of the zone. 1-1, cut on and missed. Thompson late on that one. It is now 1-2 on the Meadville left fielder, Jacoby Thompson. Dobosh, third baseman, hugging the line even with the bag. Catron on the first base side of the rubber, the 1-2. Here it comes. Swing and a miss. Threw the fastball down the middle and said, try and hit it. He didn't. And that's 6 strikeouts in a row for Mark Catron. 3 swinging, 3 looking. Back to the top of the order to Brighton Anderson. Had an infield single, went to second on a throwing error, and then later stole third with 2 down. He was stranded at third. He bats with 2 away in the top of the third. Scoreless game in the District 10 semifinals. Catron deals, breaking ball, cut on and missed. And it's 0-1. Dobosh, the third baseman, step behind the bag, step towards the line. 0-1, cut on and missed. It is now 0-2. Brighton Anderson, regional qualifier at 170 pounds this past year. District 10 runner-up. Finished 6th at the Northwest Regionals at 170. He's a 3-sport guy. Had a really good football season last fall for Ray Collins' team. 0-2. Catron dropped out of the side on that one. His sidearm slider is off the plate, 1-2. Think back maybe, well, it'd be more than a generation now, back to David Cohn, who was good at doing that for the Royals and Blue Jays and Mets and Yankees and various teams. This time Catron over the top, the 1-2 fouled straight back towards us, and it stays 1-2. It sounded awfully close to our well-positioned microphone down there. 1 ball, 2 strikes on Anderson, righty batter, even stance. Catron on the first base side of the rubber, the 1-2, called strike 3, put it on the outside corner. And Mark Catron has racked up 7 straight strikeouts. He has struck out the side in each of the last 2 innings. Meadville zeroes across for the 2nd straight inning. Bottom of the 3rd. Sharon and Meadville, scoreless on your home for the District 10 playoffs, Sports Radio 96.7.
Do you want to work for a nationally recognized brand where you're a part owner? Then you want to join Joy Baking Group, located in Hermitage, PA. Joy has been practicing the art of ice cream cone baking for over 100 years. Joy offers full-time employment with flexible scheduling, a starting wage of over $19 an hour, growth opportunities, and unparalleled benefits. Please join us for open interviews on Tuesday, May 28th from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. at the Hickory VFW in Hermitage, Pennsylvania.
Stay refreshed and hydrated with Herman's Water, your go-to bottled water choice in the Valley since 1908. Herman's premium spring water is sourced from nature's purest springs, delivering a crisp taste that quenches your thirst. Say goodbye to dehydration and hello to hydration. Visit hermanswater.com to order your supply today that can deliver to your home or office for free. Ask about our new customer offer of 1 month free rental and 2 free bottles. Herman's Water, when taste matters.
Your home for the Pittsburgh Pirates and high school sports in Mercer County is Sports Radio 96.7.
Bottom of the third, 8, 9, and 1 due for Sharon. Derek Douglas, Owen Schenker, and Hayden Scarmack, each team with 1 hit, lone error of the game on Sharon. And, of course, neither team has scored here through 2 1/2 innings. Mark Catron, 7 straight strikeouts for Sharon. And on the Meadville side, A.J. Philippa has been very good, too. He has retired 6 in a row, and half of those via strikeout. Derek Douglas, the right-hand hitting second baseman, stands in on the first pitch. Fouled straight back. A good cut from Douglas. Douglas hitting .289 this year. No home runs and a couple of runs batted in. .01 is popped out to right. Coming on to make the head-high catch is Ryan Reichel. Douglas is out number 1 in the third, and 7 straight retired by A.J. Philippa. It'll bring up the number 9 hitter, Owen Schenker. Schenker, .524 average this year, 22 of 42. He's knocked in 14. Of the 22 hits, 21 have been singles, but nonetheless doing a good job of getting on base. Turning over the order. Philippa's first pitch high to the Sharon backstop, Owen Schenker. Of course, Schenker, 3-point ace for the basketball team. .1-0 outside, 2-0. Hayden Scarmack, who has the lone Sharon hit, is on deck. It was really not a well-struck ball, dropped in for a base hit. Certainly wasn't a screamer, but a line drive in the book. 2-0 is a strike on the inner third to Schenker, the right-hand hitting catcher. Third baseman Cleast in front of the bag, probably a half step behind the infield turf, and now he creeches onto the green. 2-1. This one's poked down the right field line, and it slices foul. 2-2 now on Schenker. Don't forget, after the game, we'll have the Reinhardt's Insurance Player of the Game. And then it's Pittsburgh Pirates baseball. Tonight, Pirates and Braves begin a 3-game set at PNC Park. Bailey Falter on the mound for the Buccos. Ray Kerr for Atlanta. 2-2 from Philippa. Here it comes. Breaking ball. This one's punched out to right. Going out behind the first base bag in the outfield is the second baseman, Ian Miller, to make his second nice defensive play of the afternoon.
Hayden Scarmack.
2 up, 2 down in the third. Back to the top of the order for Hayden Scarmack. Singled in the first, also stole a base. He was at second with nobody out, but Tigers could not get him over and get him in. Philippa has retired 8 straight. And the first pitch to Scarmack. Catches the outside corner for a strike. The off-speed pitch, 0-1. Philippa unofficially 34 pitches, 23 strikes, 11 balls. The limit 105 in the playoffs. 0-1 outside, 1-1, but so far both pitchers are in very good shape. Even with Catron racking up the strikeouts, he's been very efficient. Philippa likewise. 1-1, breaking ball bounced up the first base line and foul. Fielded by Arpin behind the bag, but it was in foul territory. The count goes to 1-2. Scarmack, lefty batter facing the righty Philippa. 1-2, chopped foul again into the Sharon dugout. That sends the boys scattering. Looks like everybody's okay. See a few grins and smiles over there. Another 1-2 on the way. Philippa's pitch. Swing and a miss to the pitch. It skips away, and Scarmack is going to reach on a strikeout wild pitch. And sometimes in games like this, that just have that feel of being a 1-0, 2-1 type game, it could be a play like that ends up looming large. We'll see what happens. Scarmack reaches for the second time. Of course, certainly a threat to go, and with a lefty batter, Beckert, makes it a little bit more difficult for a catcher to make a throw. Beckert struck out swinging in the first. Throw over to first, and Scarmack is back standing. First pitch to Beckert, fouled up the first base line, and it is 0-1. Scoreless in the bottom of the third. Winner plays Cathedral Prep on Monday. Philippa steps off, and now we'll do it again. Beckert, slightly closed stance, which is not something you see a whole lot of at any level of baseball anymore. 0-1, it's a breaking ball, fisted on the right side. Miller, the second baseman, with it, throws to first, and in time on a close play. Gets Beckert by a whisker. That ball took forever to get to Miller, but he's able to retire Beckert and end the inning. No runs, no hits, no errors, and one left. Through three, scoreless. At Allegheny College, you're listening to the District 10 playoffs on Sports Radio 96.7, brought to you by Grove City Area Federal Credit Union.
Future could be everything you desire if you're willing to dream it, plan it, and do it. Those are three simple ideas, yet powerful when it comes to realizing your lifetime goals. A new home, funding a child's education, income for life. Creating the future of your dreams calls for action. And now it's easier than ever with the help of an advisor. Let David O. Cashdollar, CFP, Timothy D. Cashdollar, CRC, and Eric W. Montgomery, CFP, with Cetera Advisor Networks, LLC, walk you through a process designed to help you pursue your goals. Stop by and visit Dave, Tim, and Eric at Cashdollar and Associates, LLC. Registered representatives offering securities through Cetera Advisor Networks, LLC, member FINRA, SIPC. Dave Cashdollar and Eric Montgomery also offer advisory services through Cetera Advisor Networks, LLC, a registered investment advisor. Cashdollar and Associates, LLC, subsidiary nor controlled by Cetera Advisor Networks.
Your home for the Pittsburgh Pirates and sports in Mercer County is Sports Radio 96.7.
Top of the fourth, no score, Meadville and Sharon. Meadville has Rocco Tartaglione, Braden Miller, and Henry DeSantis Biggs, 2, 3, and 4 in the Bulldog order, facing Sharon ace Mark Catron. And Catron, he's the ace on paper, and he has been an ace today. He has struck out each of the last 7 men, allowing only an infield hit to begin the game. Tartaglione flew out to right in the first, and he chops the first one foul. It is 0-1. Cathedral Prep, a 6-2 win over General McLean earlier today in the other semifinal. First game here today won by Mercyhurst Prep over Titusville. That was Class 3A. Game was tight for a while, then the Lakers pulled away in the middle innings. 0-1 is a comebacker fielded by Catron on the mound. Toss over to first to Fromm for out number 1. So just the fourth ball put in play by Meadville. Tartaglione came in hitting .485. A rare 0 for so far. He's 0 for 2. Brings up Braden Miller, the catcher. He flew out to left in the first. Miller, 10 extra base hits this year. That's second on the team to Tartaglione's 12. 9 doubles and a homer for the Meadville catcher. Right-hand batter. This one's chopped up the third base line, and it is foul. Wind blowing out towards left center, right towards the 365 sign. Symmetrical field at Allegheny. So said 320 down the lines, 365 to the alleys, 390 to center. 0-1. This one's skied to left. Maurice going back, still going back. It is over his head. He got up into the jet stream and just took off. And cruising into second with a 1-out double is Braden Miller. Catron hung a breaking ball. Miller hit it well. Got up into that wind and just kept carrying. So Meadville has the go-ahead run in scoring position with 1 down for Henry DeSantis Biggs. He struck out to begin to end the first, to begin that run of 7 in a row. And there's a courtesy runner out at first base. That is going to be Colin Reichel, for Meadville. The first pitch is bounced up the middle. Backhand stop made by Douglas from a knee. Throws the first in time to get DeSantis Briggs. Very nice play from Derek Douglas to save a run. Reichel goes to third.
23, Cam Arpin.
But now 2 down for Cam Arpin. Arpin struck out looking to begin the second. Colin Reichel, the runner at third, with 2 away. He is a courtesy runner. That, of course, does not count as a substitute in high school. First pitch to Arpin, foul down the right field line. Arpin throws left-handed, but bats righty. Waits the 0-1 from Catron out of the high set. That one's bounced foul towards the Sharon dugout. It is 0-2. No score in the fourth. But Meadville has a runner 90 feet away in Colin Reichel. Reichel, the sophomore. He has scored 8 runs this year. He knows what he's doing out there. Catron's 0-2. Breaking ball, it's bounced on the left side. Grabbed by shortstop Skarmak. Throws over to first. Stretched by Fromm in time. Nice play on both ends. Fromm using every bit of that 6'4 frame to record the third out of the inning. The 1-out double by Miller, but Meadville leaves a man at third. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, 1 left. Halfway home, no score in the District 10 semis. You're listening to High School Baseball on Sports Radio 96.7.
We are all unique. No matter what, you should know that the Community Counseling Center of Mercer County is always here for you, offering care for adults, children, and families. For 67 years, the mission has been to help individuals and families live healthy and fulfilling lives. And the vision is to help people become contributors to the social, spiritual, and economic well-being of our community. Community Counseling Center of Mercer County, 724-981-7141 or cccmer.org.
This past winter, your roof may have found itself under siege from damaging ice, snow, harsh winds, and frozen tree branches all pounding it. Now, the snow is gone, and time to assess whether or not your roof is in need of repair or replacement.
Most roofing companies last 1 year. Warner's Homes and Improvements in Mercer have been installing high-quality roofs quickly and professionally since 1958. Warner's Homes and Improvements, an Owens Corning preferred contractor, offers a 50-year roof warranty. Need a new roof? Call Warner's Home and Improvements at warnerconstruction.com.
Your home for the Pittsburgh Pirates and high school sports in Mercer County is Sports Radio 96.7.
Heart of the order due up for Sharon in the 4th inning as the Tigers look to break a scoreless tie. Ryan Briggs with you here at Allegheny College. Aaron Biro in the studio producing our game. Don't forget, tomorrow morning on Sports Radio 96.7, Coach's Corner, George Abraham, Albert Campman. They'll be on from 9 until 11. Lots to talk about on the sporting scene. Baseball, you got the best NBA playoffs, NHL playoffs, a lot of college activity, and, of course, plenty of high school stuff. And we'll talk about all of it 9 to 11 tomorrow here on Sports Radio 96.7. Mark Catron leading off. He struck out on the first. And the first pitch from Filippa is fouled on the third base side. It is 0-1. Catron Piccirilli Maurice for Sharon. Filippa kicks and deals. The 0-1, swing and a miss. It's now 0-2. Filippa has struck out 4 only base runners of the game. Skarmak singled in the first, and then he reached on a strikeout wild pitch in the third. 0-2, breaking ball just misses inside. It's now 1-2. Filippa winds the 1-2, called strike 3. Put that one right at the knees. Strikeout number 5 for the Meadville sophomore. One down for Tino Piccirilli, grounded out to short in the first. Piccirilli, what a basketball season he had last winter as well. First pitch is a breaking ball. Comes into the belt for a strike, 0-1. Filippa, 32 strikes, 13 balls through 3 1/3 innings. Third baseman Kleist on the cut of the infield turf. 0-1 is lined down the third base line, foul. If Kleist wasn't awake, he is now. And it's 0-2. On the Sharon cleanup man, Santino Piccirilli. Chandler Maurice, his running mate in the outfield and left field, is on deck. Bottom of the fourth, no score. Sharon, the home team, is the 2 seed. Meadville, the number 3 seed. 0-2 breaking ball, bounce to Kleist. Fields it on the second hop, throws over to first in time for out number 2. Nice job by Kleist to field a little bit of a funny hop.
7, Chandler Maurice.
You certainly get plenty of true hops on the turf, but sometimes just the way the ball comes off the bat, you can get a little bit of weird spin or English, and it would look like it might have handcuffed Kleist, but he handled it cleanly and records the second out of the inning. 2 down for Chandler Maurice. He was retired by second baseman A.J. Miller on a fine play leading off the second. Filippa's first pitch inside and low for ball 1. Maurice, slightly open stance in the back of the box. Filippa getting the sign from Braden Miller. Now time requested by Maurice and granted to him by Barney Mikowski, the home plate umpire. Filippa's 1-0. On the outside corner for a strike, that'll even the count at a ball and a strike. Meadville, no runs, 2 hits, no errors. Sharon, no runs, 1 hit, 1 error, and each team has left on 2 men. 1-1 on the dirt, or the brown turf, if you will. 2-2. 2-1, I should say. Still get used to saying dirt as opposed to turf, but those listening know what we mean. Braden Miller has to adjust the shin guard. Now he is back into the catcher's box. Maurice in the left-hand hitting batter's box. Awaiting the 2-1. Here it comes from Filippa. This one's bounced foul. The first base side. 2-2 on Maurice. Outfield shading him towards right in center and right. Left fielder Jacoby Thompson playing straight away. Again, another huge gap in left center. 2-2. Called strike 3, or did he go on the swing? Either way, the umpire then tells him it was on the pitch. Either way, Maurice goes down. Second strikeout of the inning. Strikeout number 6 for A.J. Filippa. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left. Scoreless through 4. You're listening to the District 10 playoffs on Sports Radio 96.7, brought to you by Grove City Area Federal Credit Union.
Debt relief is within reach with help from your friends at Grove City Area Federal Credit Union. Grove City Area Federal Credit Union can help with affordable financial solutions and lower monthly payments. Check out the low rates on home equity loans with 0 closing costs until June 30th. Apply online at gcafcu.org or call 724-458-7520 to schedule an appointment. Grove City Area Federal Credit Union, members of the NCUA and Equal Housing Lender.
Look at this.
Oh, that's an old picture.
Yeah. Look at the background.
Oh, that's the year we put the vinyl siding on, isn't it?
Can you believe it's been 41 years?
Looking at the siding, no. It seems like only yesterday.
Just don't look in the mirror.
Oh, don't do that. I was just joshing you.
Oh, boy.
Warner's Home and Improvements has a lifetime fade warranty on siding and has worked with the same manufacturer for 40 years. Need siding? Check out Warner's Homes and Improvements at warnerconstruction.com.
That's not what I meant.
Your home for the Pittsburgh Pirates and high school sports in Mercer County is Sports Radio 96.7. 96.
Ian Miller to lead off for Meadville. Ryan Reichel, Aiden Cleese to follow in the top of the 5th. Mark Catron's first pitch is a little bit high for ball 1. Miller struck out swinging, in the 2nd. Mark Catron, 7 strikeouts so far. His 1-0 outside 2-0. Of course, we have found out that there will be 2 baseball title games played here at Garbark Field on Monday, noon and 2:30. Certainly a lot of local interest in those matchups. The 2-0 outside 3-0 in 1A at Sagertown and West Middlesex. 2A will be Lakeview and Sharpsville. Lakeview defeated Greenville 1-0 yesterday. Sharpsville slipped past Wilmington 3-0 with 3 7th-inning runs. Catron's 3-0. Strike at the belt now 3-1 on Ian Miller. Softball, the Sharon girls have advanced. They'll play Harbor Creek in 3A. Hickory in 4A gets Cathedral Prep. Those games will be at Penn State Barron on Monday. 3-1. Line foul down the right field line. It goes to 3-2 on Ian Miller. And the Sharon baseball team looking to join those other local contingents and playing championship ball on Monday. Look to do here. No score with this very stout Meadville squad, top of the 5th. Catron's 3-2. Here it comes. And misses off the plate. They asked the first base umpire, Eric Schumacher, if Miller held up. Miller did hold.
Number 5,
and the first walk of the day for either pitcher is a leadoff walk in the 5th to Ian Miller. Brings up Ryan Reichel. Reichel, the right fielder, he has 1 sacrifice this year. Now we have some type of discussion. Not sure what it's about. So one of the Sharon assistant coaches, Sam Schweiss, came out, talked with Bernie Mikowski. Then he went down and had a word with Tony Tartaglione in the third base coaching box. Either way, Miller's at first with nobody out after the walk, being held on by Fromm. Reichel shows bunt, pulls back, and takes it outside for a ball. Third baseman Dobosh in. Fromm next to Miller over at first. It's not exactly the same. It's kind of like the old Jose Altuve, Aaron Judge picture that was famous on the internet a number of years ago. 1-0, low, 2-0. Fromm 6'4". Looks like Angelo may have even gained an inch or so since basketball season. And Ian Miller, well, he probably won't be doing the center jump for next time he plays basketball. Throw over to first. Miller back safely with a head first dive. Reichel struck out to close the 2nd. Count is 2-0. Catron out of the high set. That one skips in. It is now 3-0. So after pretty much cruising through the first 4, Catron walked the leadoff man Miller on a 3-2 pitch, and he's fallen behind Reichel 3-0. 3-0 is a strike. Reichel showed bunt, pulled back, but that one was right down Broadway. 3-1 on Reichel. Right-hand hitting right fielder. Dobosh now even with the bag. I wonder if the bunt is on or off. 3-1 inside, ball 4. Back-to-back walks to start the 5th.
Now batting third baseman number 2, Aiden Cleese.
Going to bring up Aiden Cleese. He struck out looking to begin the 3rd. And now Fromm, the first baseman, and Schenker, the catcher, will come out and chat with the pitcher, Catron. Cleese, 1 sacrifice this year. Meadville's a team, according to the stats, only 4 sacrifices, so not a big part of the Bulldog arsenal, but considering it's no score in the top of the 5th of a 7-inning game and you're in the number 8 spot of the order with the first 2 guys on, it certainly screams bunt. We'll see what the Bulldogs elect to do, however. Catron has all of a sudden lost the strike zone a little bit. Back-to-back walks to begin the 5th. And the first one's a bunt back towards the mound. Catron field spins, throws over to first in time. The sacrifice complete 1-3. He looked at third, but there was no way he was going to get Ian Miller. So Miller to third, Reichel to second. Kleist retired on the sacrifice. But now a chance for Meadville with Jacoby Thompson standing in second and third. One down. Sharon will bring the infield halfway. The cornermen are in. Catron needs a strikeout here. Or pop out. First pitch to Thompson. The strike at the belt, 0-1. Thompson struck out swinging in the third. Outfield is also shallow. No score top of the fifth, but Meadville the best chance of the day for either team. Miller at third, Reichel at second. 0-1, swing and a miss. 0-2 now. The dangerous Brighton Anderson on deck. Thompson, righty batter, open stance. Has his back foot on the chalk line, the inside chalk line. 0-2, off the plate away, 1-2 now. Maurice in left, straight away. Pitcher really straight away in center. Likewise, the right fielder, Beckert. 1-2, outside, backhand grab made by Schenker, and it's now 2-2. Thompson, if nothing else, just hoping to maybe punch one through the infield. Cornermen are in. Now Dobosh is back even with the bag. Fromm's in front of the bag at first. The middlemen are halfway. 2-2, bounced up the first base line, foul. And it stays 2 balls and 2 strikes on Jacoby Thompson. Sharon in the bottom of the fifth will have Fromm, Gargaz, and Douglas 6, 7, and 8 due. But will we still be tied, or will Meadville have the lead? Another 2-2 on the way from Catron. Working out of the high set. The pitch, swing and a miss.
Now batting the center fielder.
Thompson down on strikes for the second time. 2 down now for Brighton Anderson. Anderson infield hit in the first, struck out looking in the third. Bats with 2 men in scoring position. Miller at third, Reichel at second. They both walked, then moved up 90 feet respectively on the Kleist sacrifice. 2 away, infield back at normal depth. Catron's first pitch. This one's driven out to left. Maurice on the run, and he won't get there. This one's going to roll all the way to the fence. It is a 2-run double for Brighton Anderson. And Meadville takes advantage of the back-to-back walks. Meadville has broken through. It is 2-0 Bulldogs. A 2-run double to left by Brighton Anderson, who has come up with so many big hits for the Bulldogs over the last few years, and he comes up with another one there, scoring Reichel and Miller. And Meadville's taken a 2-0 lead. And now the trainer is going to come out also. And they are, it's not to look at Catron, it's going to be at Chandler Maurice, who is down on a knee. He's taking his glove off. He's kind of looks like he is in some significant discomfort of some sort. I'm not sure when he went back to the track if he might have lost his footing on the warning track. But he has a significant hitch in his step, and I think he's pointing in that direction now. That went out and if twinged something, lost his footing, but looks like he's going to stay in there. The third hit of the game, the second for Brighton Anderson, has given the Bulldogs a 2-0 lead. Of course, Brighton Anderson, his mom, Tricia Sinkus, she was a Sharon grad, played basketball and softball at Sharon a generation ago. We won't say exactly when. We don't want to reveal her age. That's not a gentlemanly thing to do, but her son doing some damage on the alma mater here in the top of the fifth. Brings up Rocco Tartaglione, which also is not certainly not secondary to anything. He's 0 for 2. You have to think if you're a Meadville fan, your big gun is overdue here. First pitch is inside. It clipped him on the upper left arm. He's hit by a pitch. Now 2 on and 2 down for Braden Miller. He doubled in the fourth. Braden Miller 1 for 2, flew out to left back in the first.
Miller.
Now Tartaglione is down on a knee over at first base. Someone caught him flush. Actually, it did not get the front arm. It got the back arm, the inside of the right arm, right on the forearm. And he had a guard on the front arm on the left elbow, but that pitch ran inside as he was trying to twist out of the way and didn't get any of the front arm, just got the back arm. Maybe something to monitor as the game goes on. He is the shortstop also, and maybe that tightens up or affects the throw. Certainly hope not, but that could not have felt good. Catherine's first pitch to Miller, and that hits him square between the shoulder blades. Now the bases are loaded. Things have gotten sideways for Sharon in the fifth. 2 walks, the sacrifice a strikeout, but then Anderson's 2-run double. Tartaglione hit by a pitch. Miller hit by a pitch. The bases are loaded for Henry DeSantis Biggs. Now Chris Butchman, the Sharon head coach, will come out and talk to his pitcher. And there will be a courtesy runner at first also for Miller. It's going to be Colin Reichel running. 2-0. Meadville with the lead. Chance for a big inning with Henry DeSantis Biggs. He's 0 for 2, struck out looking in the first. Grounded out to second in the fourth.
Batting the designated hitter number 44.
A real nice play by Derek Douglas. Ended up saving a run. He's able to dive and not only record the out, or recording out was big, but if he doesn't get there, it's going to trickle into the outfield, and Reichel would have scored. Instead, Meadville did not score. The first pitch, a breaking ball, that sends DeSantis Biggs out of the way. It's inside for a ball, but after seeing back-to-back teammates get hit, it was a little bit jumpy perhaps, and can't fault him for that. Count 1-0 on the right-hand hitting DH DeSantis Biggs. 1-0 outside, 2-0 now. Anderson at third, Tartaglione at second, Reichel running for Miller, the courtesy runner at first. 2 down on the fifth. Meadville has scored 2. Those scored on Anderson's 2-run double. 2-0, foul tip. It's now 2-1 on Henry DeSantis Biggs. He was trying to make it 6-0 with that swing. The wind blowing out to left center. Catron gets the sign from catcher Schenker. 2-1, bounce on the right side. Douglas with it. He will toss it to second to the shortstop covering. That's Scarmack, and that will end the inning. Meadville gets 2, however. 2 runs on just 1 hit. The 2-run double by Anderson. There were no errors and 3 left. Through 4.5, it's Meadville 2, Sharon 0. You're listening to the District 10 playoffs on Sports Radio 96.7.
BC's Fred Martin Ford, the area's Ford SUV leader. Save $2,000 on every new Bronco Sport or lease for only $329 per month. Every 24 Escape is also $2,000 off. Lease it for only $358 a month and take $3,000 off all new Explorers or lease an XLT for only $459 per month. At Fred Martin Ford, we sell SUVs for less, a lot less.
Hello, Shell Restoration. May I help you? Hello?
Oh, the part that...
Nope, I'm a real person. Well, we can have one of our project managers call you to set up an appointment within an hour and be at your house for an estimate within 24 hours.
What?
Well, that's what we specialize in.
Shell Restoration, the area's #1 roofing, siding, windows, and gutter installer. Call today for a free estimate, 800-663-8103, or look for @Shell Restoration on Facebook.
Your home for the Pittsburgh Pirates and high school sports in Mercer County is Sports Radio 96.7. 6.7.
Sharon Tigers with some work to do. They trail 2-0 as we go to the bottom of the fifth. Angelo Fromm, Tommy Gargaz, and Derek Douglas do against A.J. Filippo,
Angelo Fromm,
who has been dealing for Meadville. He's allowed just one hit so far. He has struck out a half dozen. He's also not walked a man. 52 pitches through 4 innings, so an average of exactly 13 per. Fromm leading off, right-hand hitting first baseman. He struck out back in the second. Filippo's first pitch is skied out towards second base. Miller, fighting the sun, makes the catch for out number 1. 1 pitch, 1 out in the fifth.
now batting the designated hitter number 8, Tommy Gargaz.
Brings up Tommy Gargaz, the DH, flew out to left in the second. For Sharon, obviously you want to have a long inning to, at least get something going offensively, but also give your pitcher Catron a chance to catch his breath, get a drink of water, cool off a little bit. Swinging first pitch. Gargaz fouls that one straight back for 0-1. Filippo working on the first base side of the rubber. The righties 0-1 high, 1-1. Filippo working with catcher Braden Miller, gets the sign. The 1-1 breaking ball that does not break a whole lot. It is well high. 2-1 on Tommy Gargaz. He's batting for the Sharon third baseman Lex Dobosh. Gargaz, righty batter, wide stance, 2-1, fouled off of the home plate umpire, Bernie Makowski. That caught him flush. Looks like he's okay, but had a piece of the mask popped off. So a brief delay for him to get everything back in working order. And Braden Miller will go out and have a chat with the pitcher to allow the home plate umpire to get himself put back together. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 away in the bottom of the fifth. Sharon making its playoff debut. Tigers had a quarterfinal bye. Meadville walk-off win over Grove City in the quarterfinals Tuesday, 6-5, scoring 3 in the bottom of the 7th. Sharon's last game was also a last at-bat win over Grove City in the regular season finale. 2-2 on the way. Swing and a miss at a breaking ball. Strikeout number 7 for Filippo. 2 down. And it brings up Derek Douglas.
Second baseman number
Douglas,
5,
the Sharon's
Derek
second
Douglas.
baseman, the number 8 batter. He flew out to right, leading off the third. Douglas, right-hand batter. Slightly closed stance. Third baseman Cleast, even with the bag, hugging the line. Douglas drives this one out towards left center field. Anderson on the run, still on the run, goes back and makes the catch near the fence. He ran a long way. The wind took it about 375 feet, and Anderson makes the catch to end the inning. Derek Douglas put a charge into it, but great defense from Anderson in center field. He's been a one-man wrecking crew. 2-run double last half inning, and he robs Derek Douglas of extra bases there. Sharon retired in order. We go to the 6th. Meadville leads 2-0. You're listening to the District 10 playoffs on Sports Radio 96.7.
Stay refreshed and hydrated with Herman's Water, your go-to bottled water choice in the Valley since 1908. Herman's premium spring water is sourced from nature's purest springs, delivering a crisp taste that quenches your thirst. Say goodbye to dehydration and hello to hydration. Visit hermanswater.com to order your supply today that can deliver to your home or office for free. Ask about our new customer offer of 1 month free rental and 2 free bottles. Herman's Water, when taste matters.
Debt relief is within reach with help from your friends at Grove City Area Federal Credit Union. Grove City Area Federal Credit Union can help with affordable financial solutions and lower monthly payments. Check out the low rates on home equity loans with 0 closing costs until June 30th. Apply online at gcafcu.org or call 724-458-7520 to schedule an appointment. Grove City Area Federal Credit Union, members of the NCUA and Equal Housing Lender.
Your home for the Pittsburgh Pirates and high school sports in Mercer County is Sports Radio 96.7.
Leading off for Meadville, the first baseman number 23.
Cam Arpin will lead off for Meadville. Arpin, Ian Miller, Ryan Reichel, 5, 6, and 7 for the Bulldogs. Top of the 6th. Meadville leading 2-0. Winner goes to the District 10 championship game on Monday. Losing team puts away the jerseys till next March. Mark Catron's first pitch is a strike to Arpin. Arpin 0 for 2 today, struck out looking in the second, grounded out to short in the fourth. He was the only man that did not bat last inning for Meadville. This one's poked on the right side. Douglas sliding to his right picks up the throw, or the ball, makes the throw at a first in time. Douglas's play a lot smoother than the play-by-play on that one. Out number 1, Arpin now 0 for 3. One away for Ian Miller. His leadoff walk opened the door in the 5th. Miller and then the on-deck man, Ryan Reichel, both walked in the 5th, and they came around and scored on the Anderson double. That's all the scoring in this one. Miller struck out in the 2nd. Catron winds and deals. The first one is a strike at the belt, 0-1. To Ian Miller, the second baseman. Miller's made a couple of very nice plays defensively, too, for Meadville. Both teams have done a good job defensively. 0-1. Fouled straight back. It's 0-2. Play that Anderson made to retire Derek Douglas in the last half inning. Certainly one that you put a star next to. Douglas would have had 2 for sure, maybe 3, but instead it was out number 3. Count is 0-2. Catron working out of the windup. The senior righty deals. It's a breaking ball high, 1-2 to Ian Miller. Miller in the back of the box. Back foot is on the chalk line. 1-2 outside, 2-2. Catron steps off the rubber, collects himself, now gets back up there, gets the sign from catcher Owen Schenker. The 2-2. Outside 3-2. Schenker doing the catching. Angelo Fromm at first. Derek Douglas at second. Lex Dobosh at third. Hayden Scarmack at short. Chandler Maurice, Santino Piccirilli, Will Beckert left to right, respectively, in the outfield. 3-2 on Miller. He walked on a 3-2 pitch last inning. Catron's payoff pitch on the way. Here it comes. Breaking ball, and this one's fouled up the third base line. Started fair, then took a hard left turn foul about 15 feet up the line. And we'll try it again. Catron up to 79 pitches now, by the way, unofficially. 54 strikes, 25 balls, but those 8 balls he threw in the 5th inning looming large. Another payoff pitch on the way. Catron winds and deals. Swing and a miss. Strikeout number 8. For the Sharon Hurler, 2 down
Ryan Reichel.
For Ryan Reichel. Struck out in the 2nd, walked and scored in the 5th. 2 away in the top of the 6th inning. Sharon has 9, 1, and 2 due next inning. Schenker, Scarmack, and Beckert. Catron's first pitch a little low. And it's 1-0 on the right-hand hitting Ryan Reichel. Dobosh, the third baseman, even with the bag. Fromm hugging the line at first. This one bounced up the third base line, foul. Again, we'll have Pittsburgh Pirates baseball later tonight. 6:40 the first pitch. Braves and Buccos in the Berg. 4:05 start tomorrow, 1:35 on Sunday. 1-1. Fastball runs back over the outside corner for a strike, 1-2 on Reichel. Mitch Keller to pitch Saturday, and then Martin Perez on Sunday against Chris Sale. Ronaldo Lopez to go for the Braves Saturday. 1-2, low, 2-2 on Reichel. Catron Gets back up on the rubber. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 down, top of the 6th. Pitch on the way. Swing and a miss. Back-to-back strikeouts to close the 6th. 9 punch-outs for Catron. For Meadville, no runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left. On to the bottom of the 6th. Meadville leads 2-0 on Sports Radio 96.7.
Joe Flynn here with Flynn's Tire. Check out this great Memorial Day offer. For a limited time, get $60 instant savings when you purchase any set of 4 Summit tires. And remember, Flynn's entire price includes free mounting and balancing, free disposal of your old tires, free lifetime rotations, and much more. Stop by any Flynn's Tire location today or shop online at flynnstire.com.
And tell them Vinny sent you.
Look at this.
Oh, that's an old picture.
Yeah. Look at the background.
Oh, that's the year we put the vinyl siding on, isn't it?
Can you believe it's been 41 years?
Looking at the siding, no. It seems like only yesterday.
Just don't look in the mirror.
Oh, don't do that. I was just joshing you.
Oh, boy.
Warner's Home and Improvements has a lifetime fade warranty on siding and has worked with the same manufacturer for 40 years. Need siding? Check out Warner's Homes and Improvements at warnerconstruction.com.
That's not what I meant.
Your home for the Pittsburgh Pirates and high school sports in Mercer County is Sports Radio 96.7. 96.
Sharon has Owen Schenker, Hayden Scarmack, Will Beckert do, trailing 2-0 against Meadville's A.J. Filippa, who has needed only 59 pitches to get through the first 5 innings. 1 hit for Sharon. That was the leadoff man, Hayden Scarmack, beginning the game, singled in the first. That's been it. The only other man to reach base was Scarmack. I was on a strikeout wild pitch in the 3rd. Everybody else, 0 for. Owen Schenker popped out to second, his first at bat, half swing and a miss. It's 0-1. But Schenker came in hitting over 500, 524 in the season. Certainly a guy you'd like to have up here. Need to get somebody on. Bring the tying run to the plate. Filippa's 0-1. High 1-1. Schenker to be followed by a couple of lefties, Scarmack and Beckert. Filippa's 1-1. Breaking ball, swing and a miss. We'll say foul tip. It is 1-2 on Schenker. Third baseman Cleast hugging the line, close to the bag. Outfield straight away, normal depth. 1-2, a little low. 2-2. Filippa has not walked a man. In fact, call hardly any 3-ball counts today. 2-2. Well, now we have one. That one's outside. 3-2. Is that the reverse broadcaster's jinx? Meadville fans are probably grousing right now, those that are listening, but the payoff pitch on the way. Here it comes. And this one's lined up the middle. Base hit, Owen Schenker with a second hit of the afternoon. The leadoff man is on for the Sharon Tigers. Schenker singles up the middle. That'll bring up Hayden Scarmack.
Hayden Scarmack.
And there will be a courtesy runner for Schenker at first. And that is Ethan Englemore. You watch Ethan on a football field, you know he can go.
Running for Sharon, number 17.
So he will
Ethan
run.
Englemore.
He's an eligible substitute, so he can be the courtesy runner. We could see Englemore pitch, depending on how things shake out. Hayden Scarmack. He's been on base twice, 1 for 2. Filippa's first pitch inside for a ball. And Filippa has not had the pitch out of the stretch much today. That's another thing to keep in mind. Englemore running for Schenker over at first. Tying run at the plate in Scarmack. 1-0, it's bounced on the right side. Miller, actually the first baseman with it, throw, and did Filippa again. The ball gets away. It'll roll over to the dugout. Going to third is Englemore. The throw. Safe. See what they rule. They're going to call it. It'll be an infield hit for Scarmack, and then the runner takes third on the air. So the tying runs are on base now. Miller, the second baseman, was coming towards it. The first baseman, Arpin, there. The pitcher, Filippa, might have been a step late trying to get over and cover. Arpin's throw was well off the mark. This case with Arpin being a lefty, he kind of had to rotate his body and make the throw. Might have been just better suited to put it in his pocket. Instead, it's first and third and nobody out for Sharon. The Tigers who trail 2-0. But a golden opportunity with Will Beckert to stand in, meeting on the mound. Head coach Tony Tartaglione comes out and looks to calm down his men.
Now batting the right fielder, number 3, Will Beckert.
First and third, and good speed on the bases. We talked about Englemore's ability to go, but the man that really counts is Scarmack at first. He's the tying run. First error of the day on Meadville. Each team with 3 hits and an error, but category that counts the most. Meadville has the edge for now. Beckert struck out in the first, grounded out to second in the third. Englemore at third, Scarmack at first, nobody out. Middle infield back. Bunt shown, pulled back, runner breaks. And now the throw went to the shortstop, Tartaglione. He throws over to third, but Englemore's back safely. Scarmack with his second steal of the day. Pitch was a ball. It was a strike, okay. So the count is 0-1, and now we have, now Meadville says walk him. Okay. Interesting strategy there. Putting the go-ahead run on base with nobody out. And Mark Catron batting, the number 3 here. You get into Catron, Piccirilli, and Maurice. Does set up the force everywhere or a double play, but Meadville a 2-0 lead, but the bases are loaded now. And the first pitch to Catron is outside for a ball. He struck out swinging in the first, looking in the fourth. Englemore at third, Scarmack at second, Beckert at first. Corner infielders are on the infield turf. The 1-0's bounced to Cleast, comes up, it throws home for one, down to first, and double play. A nice pick made by Arpin. A 5-2-3 double play. Scarmack goes to third.
The center fielder, number 24,
Beckert
Tino
to second. So the tying runs are in scoring position, but now 2 down. What a play by Cleast. Pretty good turn by the catcher, Miller, and then a very nice scoop by Arpin. A redeemer for him down there at first. Catron dove head first into the bag. Brings up Santino Piccirilli. First pitch to Piccirilli is going to be a ball. He is 0 for 2. Grounded out to short in the first, grounded out to third in the fourth. Scarmack at third, Beckert at second, 2 down, Sharon down 2 in the sixth. The 1-0, low, 2-0. So the intentional walk, maybe a bit unorthodox, but it paid off. Meadville getting the double play. Still needing one more out to get out of the jam. Back to the windup, Filippa's 2-0. Low, 3-0. Chandler Maurice is on deck. 3 balls, no strikes, 2 down, bottom of the sixth. 3-0. In there for a strike, Piccirilli taking all the way. Schenker singled up the middle, Scarmack an infield hit. And Beckert walked. Catron hit into the 5-2-3 double play. So it's second and third, 2 down. Piccirilli heading the count, 3-1. Filippa's pitch. On the outside corner, it's now 3-2. Piccirilli took a step towards first, but that one nicked the corner. Didn't get a lot of the plate, but got enough. So the payoff pitch from Filippa on the way. Here it comes. Breaking ball, chopped foul. Piccirilli stays alive. Meadville in the seventh has Cleast, Thompson, and Anderson, 8, 9, and 1 due. But what a job by Cleast to start that double play. He was on the cut of the infield turf. So good, 8-10 feet in front of the bag. It was hit pretty hard. He made a nice play through home, starting that double play. The payoff pitch. Sky to center. Brighton Anderson says he has it, and he does, and that ends the threat. Sharon had the bases loaded with nobody out, but the Tigers do not score. No runs, 2 hits, 1 error, 2 left. On to the 7th. Meadville leads 2-0 on Sports Radio 96.7.
It's SUV season at Fred Martin Ford, the area's Ford SUV leader. Save $2,000 on every new Bronco Sport or lease for only $329 per month. Every 24 Escape is also $2,000 off. Lease it for only $358 a month and take $3,000 off all new Explorers or lease an XLT for only $459 per month. At Fred Martin Ford, we sell SUVs for less, a lot less.
Hello, Shell Restoration. May I help you? Hello?
Oh, the part that
Nope, I'm a real person. Well, we can have one of our project managers call you to set up an appointment within an hour and be at your house for an estimate within 24 hours. Well, that's what we specialize in.
Shell Restoration, the area's #1 roofing, siding, windows, and gutter installer. Call today for a free estimate, 800-663-8103, or look for @Shell Restoration on Facebook.
Your home for the Pittsburgh Pirates and high school sports in Mercer County is Sports Radio 96.7.
Top of the 7th, Meadville leading 2-0. Aiden Cleast, Jacoby Thompson, Brighton Anderson due for Meadville. What a job by A.J. Filippa and his defense to get out of that jam. Cleast, who started the 5-2-3 double play, will lead off. He's 0 for 1. Struck out looking in the 3rd, had that critical sacrifice in the 5th, however, after the back-to-back walks, setting up the 2-out, 2-run double by Brighton Anderson, and that's the difference. Meadville got the hit with men in scoring position. Sharon has not so far. Catron's 86th pitch of the afternoon is popped on the infield. Derek Douglas over towards the bag makes the catch for out number 1. 1 pitch, 1 down. Brings up Jacoby Thompson. He has struck out twice today. Struck out in the 3rd and then struck out in the 5th. Catron has struck out 10 today. Working on the first base side of the rubber, Catron's first pitch, swing and a miss. And it is 0-1. Right-hand hitting left fielder, open stance. Now a little low, count even now at a ball and a strike. Likely Catron's last inning. Of course, it is the 7th. If this thing went beyond regulation, Catron 88 pitches. Could have maybe a batter or 2 left in him in a potential 8th inning. Count 2-1 now. Limit 105 in the playoffs. Filippa's in very good shape on the Meadville side. 77 pitches through 6 innings. 2-1, swing and a miss. Now 2-2 to pitch down low. Brighton Anderson, who's been the man of the day for Meadville, is on deck. The top dog, if you will. 2-run double, singled in the 1st. Robbed Derek Douglas of extra bases earlier also. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 down, top 7. Mark Catron, senior, going to St. Bonaventure to swim. 2-2 is fisted on the left side. Shortstop Scarmack with it, takes his time, throws over to first in time for out number 2.
Now batting the center fielder, number 9, Brighton Anderson.
2 down for Brighton Anderson. Singled, went to second on an error, stole a base in the 1st. Struck out looking in the 3rd. 2-run double in the 5th. Anderson, righty batter, even stance. First pitch is inside and it clips Anderson, the third hit batsman of the afternoon for Catron. Anderson on for the third time today.
Now batting the shortstop.
Two down for Rocco Tartaglione. Flew out to right in the first, rounded out to the pitcher in the fourth, hit by a pitch in the fifth. Tartaglione 0 for 2 today in 3 plate appearances. Anderson certainly a threat to go. Meadville would love an insurance run here. Fromm holding on Anderson at first. Decent lead for Anderson. Throw over, and Anderson back with a head-first dive. You're listening to Sports Radio 96.7 WLLF Mercer Hermitage, a Cumulus media station. High school baseball today, District 10 4A semifinals. There goes Anderson, pitch outside, throw down, and safe is Anderson on the stolen base. Pitch caught the outside corner. I said outside, but it did nick the corner. But Anderson now at second after the stolen base. The count 0-1 on Tartaglione, who was taking all the way. Catron steps off. Outfield straight away, and maybe they've come in a step or so. Try and cut down that run. Pitch in the dirt blocked by Scarmack. Count is 1-1. At this point, you cannot allow that insurance run to score. Anderson runs well, and he's off in the crack of the bat with 2 down. Dobosh hugging the line at third. Step behind the bag. Likewise, Fromm over at first. Catron's 1-1. Low 2-1. Sharon has Maurice, Fromm, and Gargaz, 5, 6, and 7 due in the 7th against A.J. Filippa. Catron out of the high set, the 2-1. Line to right, and it'll be a base hit. Beckert comes up with it, loses his footing. Doesn't matter, Anderson will score easily, and Meadville does get that insurance run as Rocco Tartaglione hits one hard the other way. 3-0 Meadville.
Now batting the catcher, number 16, Braden Miller.
Well, stolen base paying off, getting into scoring position with 2 down. It'll bring up Braden Miller. Flew out to left in the first, doubled in the fourth, hit by a pitch in the fifth, and we're going to have a substitute, a pinch runner over at first for Tartaglione. I'm guessing that may perhaps to let him get loose in the bullpen if needed.
Running for Meadville, number 6, Chris Costa.
And Chris Costa will run. And that is a substitution. Tartaglione will no doubt re-enter. First pitch from Catron high to Braden Miller. That's 97 pitches unofficially now for the Sharon starter. See some activity perhaps down the right field line for Sharon. 1-0, low 2-0 now on Braden Miller. Catron out of the high set. 2-0. Strike at the top of the zone, 2-1. Meadville partisans thought that one might have been a bit high, and they might have a case. It was borderline, certainly. 2-1. Mark Catron's not complaining. Getting ready to make pitch number 100 now. 2-1 foul back towards us. 2-2. Meadville adding a run here in the 7th. All with 2 outs. Anderson hit by a pitch, stole second, scored on the Tartaglione single to right. Anderson's 2-run double in the 5th came with 2 down, so all 3 runs coming with 2 outs. Remember last half inning, Sharon had the bases loaded and nobody out, but did not score. 5-2-3 double play and then a fly out. Catron's 2-2. Here it comes. Breaking ball called, strike 3. Strikeout number 11 for Sharon starter Mark Catron. That ends the inning. But Meadville adds a run, a hit, no errors, one left. Last chance for Sharon. Tigers trail 3-0 on your home for the District 10 playoffs. Sports Radio 96.7.
Check out this great Memorial Day offer. For a limited time, get $60 instant savings when you purchase any set of 4 Summit tires. And remember, Flynn's entire price includes free mounting and balancing, free disposal of your old tires, free lifetime rotations, and much more. Stop by any Flynn's Tire location today or shop online at flynnstire.com.
And tell them Vinny sent you.
Debt relief is within reach with help from your friends at Grove City Area Federal Credit Union. Grove City Area Federal Credit Union can help with affordable financial solutions and lower monthly payments. Check out the low rates on home equity loans with zero closing costs until June 30th. Apply online at gcafcu.org or call 724-458-7520 to schedule an appointment. Grove City Area Federal Credit Union, members of the NCUA and Equal Housing Lender.
Your home for the Pittsburgh Pirates and high school sports in Mercer County is Sports Radio 96.7. It's point 7. It's point 7.
Looking to get these substitutions here.
Re-entered in number 2 spot. That's it.
Okay.
How about the positions? Well, all right. Well, changes for Meadville. We can tell you that as Rocco Woodrow is in right, and he's in the 4 spot. Tartaglione goes from short to pitching. Ian Miller is at short now, we believe. Braden Miller goes to second. Reichel is catching, and Meadville has lost the DH. So the Meadville defense now, if we get all that, Tartaglione is now pitching. Reichel is catching. Arpin's still at first. Braden Miller now at second. Ian Miller at short. Cleese still at third. Jacoby Thompson in left. Brighton Anderson in center. And Rocco Woodrow takes over in right. But I don't know, would he be in the 4 spot or would he be in the defense only spot? Because they're DHing for Filippa, who came out of the game. Well, so I don't know if they necessarily have lost the DH in that case. Sharon hopes we find out next inning because the 4 spot leads off. First pitch to Chandler Maurice is a ball from Rocco Tartaglione. That one is high, 2-0. So Filippa lifted after 6. Tartaglione, 50 strikeouts in 38 innings. He's walked 28, however. 31 hits allowed. Opponents hitting .207. Chopper, left of the mound, grabbed by Tartaglione, safe at first. Maurice beats it out. An infield hit, pretty much a swinging bunt. Tigers need base runners, and they have Maurice on.
Baseman number 9, Angelo Fromm.
And then bring up Angelo Fromm. So Maurice now 1 for 3. Fromm 0 for 2. Struck out in the second, popped out the second in the 5th. First pitch high to the right-hand hitting Angelo Fromm. So the Tigers need base runners, down 3 in the bottom of the 7th. When they get the first one on, Chandler Maurice. .1-0 swing and a miss, now 1-1. Filippa, 6 innings, 3 hits, walked 1, struck out 7. He's in line for the win. Tartaglione, this is a save situation. 1-1 fouled straight back, 1-2, good cut by Fromm. One ball, 2 strikes, nobody out in the 7th. Tartaglione's pitch low. Backhand stab made by the new catcher, Ryan Reichel. So Meadville had the merry-go-round going defensively, which you see a lot in high school baseball. Your backup catcher's a starting right fielder and so forth. 2-2, bounce to the left side. A.J. Miller, the new shortstop, shovels to Braden Miller at second for one. The relay is late. Ball not hit very hard, and Fromm beats it out. That is out number one.
The designated hitter number 8, Tommy Gargaz.
Brings up DH Tommy Gargaz. Flew out the left in the second, struck out in the fifth. Tartaglione out of the high set. First pitch is outside for a ball. 1-0 on Gargaz. Derek Douglas, who hit one 370-plus feet last time, is on deck. 1-0. Strike at the knees, 1-1. Ball on a strike on Tommy Gargaz. Righty batter, wide stance. Arpin holding on the runner from at first. He has a very meager lead. 1-1 swing and a miss. Gargaz late on that one. It is now 1-2. Tartaglione 3-0 record this year, 239. Does not have a save. But looking to nail down this one and send his team to the district finals on Monday. 1-2, called strike 3. Put that one on the outside corner. Gargaz goes down looking. That's out number 2, and Sharon down to its last out in Derek Douglas. Flew out to right in the third,
second baseman
flew out
5,
deep to
Derek
left center
Douglas.
in the fifth. A very nice running catch from Brighton Anderson. Fromm at first. First pitch is high for a ball. Tartaglione, he's not afraid to let it fly. Of course, we've seen his strong arm from the shortstop position, and certainly very evident on top of the pitcher's mound as well. Count is 1-0 on Douglas, right-hand hitting junior second baseman. 1-0 is a strike, 1-1. Again, we'll have Pittsburgh Pirates baseball coming up here when we sign off. We'll keep you abreast as to what we are doing as far as that goes. Sharon hoping to delay that decision a bit. The 1-1 outside, 2-1. 2 balls and a strike. 2 down, bottom of the 7th, 3-0 Meadville. Sharon has 1 on, but the Tigers need another 1 on to bring the tying run to the plate. Derek Douglas, the number 8 batter, ahead in the count 2-0, or 2-1, I should say. Outfield straight away and deep. Tartaglione's 2-1, swing and a miss. Douglas late on that one, and now Sharon is down to its final strike in 2024. Tartaglione gets the sign from the catcher, Reichel. The 2-2, chopper left side. Ian Miller gloves, throws over to first in time. That'll do it. And Meadville advances to the District 10 championship game. Sharon in the 7th. No runs, a hit, no errors. 1 left. Meadville wins it 3-0. We'll be back with a post game on Sports Radio 96.7.
Final score. Final score. Final score.
Is proud to support local companies that are keeping our valley strong. The demand for workers has never been higher. If you're looking for work, now is the time to rejoin our workforce. No matter what your skills or education, our valley needs you.
Simmers Crane is one of the last independently owned full-service companies in the region. They're looking for maintenance technicians for their service department, as well as industrial electricians with motor control experience, mechanics, millwrights, and certified welders. Simmers Crane services industrial overhead traveling cranes and material handling equipment, so you will be traveling to and working in their customer facilities. They also need mechanical, electrical, and civil engineers to design and manage projects. No matter what your skill level, Simmers Crane would like to talk to you. See the list of open positions at simmerscrane.com.
Keeping our valley strong, brought to you by Simmers Crane. Visit simmerscrane.com.
Has your roof been affected by damaging winds or hail? Then it's time to call Shell Restoration at 800-663-8103. That's 800-663-8103. Shell Restoration, one of the few elite Owens Corning Platinum preferred roofing contractors in Western Pennsylvania.
Stay refreshed and hydrated with Herman's Water, your go-to bottled water choice in the Valley since 1908. Herman's premium spring water is sourced from nature's purest springs, delivering a crisp taste that quenches your thirst. Say goodbye to dehydration and hello to hydration. Visit hermanswater.com to order your supply today that can deliver to your home or office for free. Ask about our new customer offer of 1 month free rental and 2 free bottles. Herman's Water, when taste matters.
Your home for the Pittsburgh Pirates and high school sports in Mercer County is Sports Radio 96.7. 96.
Back here one final time at Allegheny College, where today the Sharon Tigers' fine season ends in the District 10 4A baseball semifinals. Meadville, a 3-0 victory over the Tigers. The totals for Meadville: 3 runs, 4 hits, 1 error, and 6 runners left. For Sharon, no runs, 4 hits, 1 error. Sharon left 5. The winning pitcher, A.J. Filippa, he's 7-2. The loss to Mark Catron, 3-1. Rocco Tartaglione earns the save, the first of his season. Time of the game, 1 hour and 45 minutes. Meadville to take on Cathedral Prep in the championship game Monday. Both teams are guaranteed spots in the state tournament, although the District 10 runner-up has to play an extra game to get in. But either way, Meadville's guaranteed itself 2 more. Sharon's fine season ends at 13-4. No scoring in this one until the 5th inning. That's when Meadville received back-to-back walks to lead off. Ian Miller and Ryan Reichel both walked. Sacrifice bunt by Aiden Cleast made it 2nd and 3rd with 1 out. Jacoby Thompson struck out, but with 2 down, Brighton Anderson belted a 2-run double to make it 2-0. And it remained 2-0 until the bottom of the 6th. Sharon loaded the bases. Owen Schenker singled. Hayden Scarmack singled. And Aaron moved the runner Ethan Engelmore to 3rd. Hayden Scarmack stole 2nd. Will Beckert intentionally walked. So with bases loaded and nobody out, Sharon a golden opportunity. But a 5-2-3 double play and then a fly out ended the threat. Meadville adds a run in the top of the 7th. Bulldogs, that came with 2 outs. Brighton Anderson hit by a pitch, stole 2nd, and scored on Rocco Tartaglione's single. Anderson went 2 for 3 for Meadville. Braden Miller added a double, and then Tartaglione a single. Sharon Scarmack had 2 of the 4 hits. Chandler Maurice a leadoff single in the 7th. And Owen Schenker leadoff single in the 6th, and that was it. The winning pitcher was A.J. Filippa. What a job he did on the mound today for Meadville. Filippa went 6, 7 strikeouts, 1 walk, allowing 3 hits. Tartaglione pitched the 7th, striking out 1 and allowing 1 hit. Mark Catron, hard luck loser for Sharon, went the distance, struck out 11, including 7 in a row at one point. 4 hits allowed, 3 runs. He walked 2, and he takes the setback in this one, and Sharon's fine season ends in the semifinals 3-0. So the District 10 finals are just about set in terms of local teams. Some pretty good representation. On the baseball side, it will be West Middlesex and Sagertown here at Allegheny on Monday. That's the noon game, correct? Well, I believe that's at noon. Either way, they'll be playing here. Then the other game is Lakeview and Sharpsville in 2A. Those are the 2 games here. The 3A and 4A title games are in Erie. Meadville play Cathedral Prep. Mercyhurst Prep waiting its opponent in 3A. And on the softball side, we will have the 3A title game in girls. Sharon taking on Harbor Creek. That'll be up at Penn State Barron on Monday. Hickory plays Cathedral Prep also at Barron. And those games are 12 and 2:30. So Sharon falls 3-0, and really just a great baseball game. And unfortunately, the Tigers did not get the big hit. Allegheny did, as we had a visitor here in the press box. Is that the mascot? Oh, Coach Crum. Okay, Brandon Crum, the baseball coach here. He had his dog here. That's a nice-looking dog. So a dog befitting Coach Crum. But I want to thank the folks here at Allegheny. We mentioned Coach Crum, Travis Larner. Get to work with Travis a lot in my regular job. Always fun to work with Travis. Great hospitality here and yesterday across the way. I'll be back here Monday, by the way, Travis. So just to let you know now so you can make preparations. But thanks to them. Great facilities here at Allegheny. And really just enjoy coming here. It's a great trip and treated very well and a great vantage point for our game today. Also, thanks to Sean King and Bill Ross in the athletic department here at Allegheny as well. Back at the studio, Aaron Biro doing a great job of producing today's game. Thank you very much, Aaron. And thanks to our sports director and sales manager, Bob Greenberg. Bob on assignment today. He'll be back Monday with all the who, what, when, and where. We'll be announcing that over the weekend as far as our broadcast schedule for Monday. Our broadcast schedule for the rest of the night, Pittsburgh Pirates are coming up next. Pregame show wrapping up. First pitch in Pittsburgh is 6:40. The Buccos and the Braves, the first of three. This is Ryan Briggs saying so long from Allegheny College, where your final score once again in the District 10 4A semifinals. Meadville 3, Sharon nothing. You heard it here on Sports Radio 96.7 and Sports Radio 96.7 Facebook. Our presentation brought to you in part by Grove City Area Federal Credit Union. Thanks for listening. Have a great night and a safe holiday weekend.
Today's baseball game broadcast has been brought to you by the Reinhardt's Agency. It's not the insurance they sell, it's the service that makes them better. Cash Dollar and Associates, where they have the client and only the client in mind. Lock, Stock, and Barrel, serving giant subs since 1973. Shell Restoration, the area's #1 roofing, siding, windows, and gutter installer. Warner's Home Improvements, making dreams come true since 1958. Grove City Area Federal Credit Union, banking, but better. Attorney Bill Motor, Herman's Water, when taste matters. Vay's Pub and Grill, make it special, make it Vay's. And Flynn's Tire and Auto Service. Flynn's will get you in right now. Please thank this great group of sponsors for supporting all our high school sports broadcasts.
Thanks for listening. We now return to our regularly scheduled programming.